Again today, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see everybody.
Good morning.
Thank you for bringing your homework with you. Good morning. I wanted to start session today with a really funny video. I think at least is funny. Have any of you seen the show Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah.
Or is it not? Yeah, Malcolm in the Middle. It's funny, right? Okay, so watch this video. I think it maybe relates some feelings that we've all had about the college application process.
I bet it's Scott's brother. His older brother.
Think.
Well, because he's in the
Yeah.
Come on, play. Oh man. Sound difficulties. Hold on.
It's like my childhood.
Malcolm in the Middle?
Yeah. That's one of my childhood.
Let's suppose that you're writing a
Not today, you
Oh. One more time. Here we go. Alright, that's it. So, what fear is addressed in this little clip?
And not just that, like the lady said that the kid did it, the guy did everything.
Right.
It still didn't even get
So, fear of failure.
Yeah.
Fear of rejection, right? What makes this video so funny though?
No, she didn't even know about it.
She didn't know about the PSATs?
Yeah.
Why else is it funny?
Because that she said that she didn't remember doing all those things when she was a kid. Like back in days, because you didn't have to do it.
You gotta be more like a kid,
Yeah.
not worry about and stress about every little test.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that's funny about that video?
The lady.
How about the fact that he didn't get into college, so he's picking up dead animals for a
Oh, that
living,
one, yeah.
right? So it makes it funny because it kind of shows the mania of the college application process. Everybody gets so crazy about it, right? But your life is not going to be over if you don't get accepted to the school you want to, or you don't even get the acceptance letters back, right? So I'm going to kind of use this to frame our session today as we start to plan out our college application process. Think, no matter what happens, whether you're accepted or denied from the colleges you apply to, you will end up in a place where you can be successful. Okay, so the fear that we all get, that was shown in this video, of hysteria, my life will be over if I don't get the school I want, is something that we don't want to fall into. That's our goal. Any character in that video that you can relate to the most? Is it Frankie, the mom, or is it the other kids they're talking about?
The one kid that did everything right and didn't get accepted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else? Who do you guys relate to in that video?
I don't think I could relate to anybody. I feel like I'm just my own, like, just struggling, just get by, kind of.
Okay. So, I don't know, maybe that's one of the students trying to get by. What's the kid's name? Axel?
Axel, yeah.
Is that Axel,
Yeah,
who's
he's-
just kinda
Yeah.
trying to get by?
Yeah.
He's gonna take the PSAT, and he hasn't studied months for it, but he's gonna do what he has to do, right? Okay, so think about those kind of things as we start to plan out, but don't stress and kind of fall into that pattern of fear that everybody kind of falls into, because we'll take baby steps towards that. I thought our goal today would be to narrow down our list of colleges that we want to apply to, and do that based on maybe some of the interests that we have in terms of our studies, also the qualities of colleges that we've identified that we're looking for, maybe based on our homework assignment. You know, do I want a small school? Do I want to stay close to home? You know, based on those things that we want in the college, narrow down some choices. And then also based on our academic strengths. So looking at our transcripts again and thinking, what are my strengths and how can I use that to make a decision about where to apply? So that's our goal today. I thought we'd start by sharing out maybe what you learned last week from either college night or from your own research in terms of what you're looking for in a school or just in general, things that you picked up last week or you learned, or things, updates that you want to share. Okay? Who wants to start? Although I know you have an update.
Well, last week on Friday, I had an appointment with a guy from UTI.
Excellent.
And we were talking about how much it would cost, the cost of the campus and stuff, and what I'd like to study. And at the end of it all, I ended up enrolling in school.
Filled out an application? That's
Yeah, so
awesome.
hopefully if they accept me, I'll be starting July 3rd.
Okay, in the summertime?
That's it.
There you go. That is awesome.
Yeah.
One down.
Well, that's one.
Yeah.
Many more to come.
Okay. What else? Anything we learned? Any updates we have based on our homework? Anybody have any new colleges they're interested in?
Like
No?
community college?
Either or. Community college research.
I think Coastline caught my attention because I have medical classes, and I think OCC did too.
Mm-hmm.
So just those two.
Did you two go together to college night last?
Yeah.
Okay. Destiny, what did you learn from your experience that night?
I was looking at a lot of different stuff, one of the guys from the army, they're I'd be interested in doing that. And then I was also coming to UT, you have to go to boot camp and all that. You have to go through all the testing to see what you fit into.
Right, which category?
Yeah,
right?
so you're not gonna be, I don't know.
Is it a job in the Army, a specific one that you're looking for?
Well,
Did they talk to you about that at all?
no, they gave me a pamphlet actually, and there's a whole bunch of lists different jobs of what you wanna do. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so that's an option. And community colleges, we have options there. What else did we learn? How about in terms of the quality of colleges, like small, large?
Well, I know OCC is pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because my mom's boyfriend goes in, my aunt does too.
Mm-hmm.
And they say the classes are pretty huge, their classes. But they say that by the end of the year, a lot of people drop out.
That's true.
So you can have it to yourself by the end of the semester.
Okay. How many of you are willing to go outside of Southern California?
I am, big time,
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah.
I wanna get out
Everybody
there.
there?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm tired of the
Okay.
traffic.
I was looking
In
at
traffic?
There's
Yeah.
gonna be traffic everywhere.
No, especially in Southern
Where?
Cali, there's everywhere. It's like a red light. I catch a red light every time.
I don't.
Two
To anywhere, literally. Like if I'm going to a freaking smart, I'm gonna catch a bunch of red lights. That's true. It is true. It's too much. It's annoying.
Alright, so, sounds like you have some ideas. Now we've got to do a little more research. Questions or
heard-
concerns?
I heard something that like if we get a scholarship here,
Mhm.
we can't use it out of here. Like it has to be used in colleges around here. Or something like that. I don't know, Mr. Yeoman was explaining it to something like that.
I
That if
don't-
it gets some scholarship here in California,
Mhm.
I have to use it here.
I don't think that's true. It might depend on the scholarship though. If it's a
Mhm.
specific scholarship for a specific school, you have to use it at that school. But most scholarships, if they're general scholarships you've applied to, you
Yeah,
can
and
take
wouldn't
them
they
with
give
you.
you more money on a scholarship if you're out of state, like they help you out more,
Right.
like dorms and everything?
And out-of-state tuition is factored into your financial aid packages, absolutely. And that financial aid piece will come after our, application piece. So we'll apply first and then we'll go through the financial aid process. Let me show you kind of what our next steps are in terms of narrowing down, or at least a guideline of what you can use. You have a paper in front of you today that gives you a checklist. Okay, you also have some computers, and I'm gonna show you just kind of the process of going through, narrowing down your list using our computer. Has anybody looked at Northern Arizona University?
I've been looking at UC Davis.
Ah.
So we need that to go right now.
Northern Arizona University is what I'm gonna type into Google, and I'm gonna pull up their website. Just as an example, okay? Because you guys said you're willing to go out of state. Here's a school that, has different requirements than your traditional UCs and Cal States. And if you go to their website, and this is like any website, you go to admissions, and you click on undergraduate.
What does it mean by undergraduate?
Undergraduate is your first 4 years of high
Right.
school.
Oh, I've heard of this school. I think they sent me something.
There you go. And then on the side, it says admission requirements. And if you click on admission requirements,
Right.
and this is like any website you would use for colleges, okay? You can identify what their requirements are to turn in an application. And then if you click under academics at the top of your page, you can identify the programs that they offer a study to. So your homework assignment is going to be to find 3 or 4 schools that you're interested in applying to, okay? Look at your checklist. First, you're gonna write down the name of the college, then you're gonna write down the location of the college and the application deadline, which you can find on the website, just like this one here. And then you're gonna identify 2 or 3 programs of study that you might be interested on that campus. You're gonna identify whether or not you meet the minimum requirements for application, okay? Based off of, again, going under admissions tab, and this will be for any website, any college website, admissions tab, look at their requirements, which on this site is on the side. And then kind of go through the checklist, see whether or not they require an essay, whether or not they require letters of recommendation, and then your homework is to bring this checklist back to me next class, okay, next session that we have. That would be next steps. Questions or concerns at this point? Okay, all right.
And any, he said, doesn't depend on community or UC or private.
Just pick any.
Just pick any 4, right?
Any that like we want or any that we know like we
Any that you know that you could apply to this year as a senior. I know. It'll take some research,
No, but I'm saying that, like, I'm very limited, like,
but we're gonna find them, I promise.
Why here does it say the minimum score is 540 on the SAT and I thought the highest was 6, or the minimum was
It's
the
okay.
lowest 600?
It depends on the school. It depends on the school.
Wait, so what's the lowest you could get on the SAT?
It depends on the school. Oh, you mean?
Like, if, yeah, in general, like if you take it, what's the lowest that anybody could get?
Destiny's saying 800 total.
Then why does it say 540 right here? You need 540 minimum on the SAT.
Let's pull that up and look at it. We'll do that next.
I don't think so many things.
oh, right here.
Okay. So that's our homework and
Why don't you look it up?
the next steps in our
Those
planning
for-
process. And we'll continue to work on this together.
Is there a website where you could like search up like schools and like that has like your major that you